Millions of seniors are about to get hit with a nasty surprise in their Social Security checks, and it's happening in July. The government is coming for its money, and they're taking a big chunk, half of your monthly check. Gone. But here's the deal. There are ways to fight back, avoid future problems, and even snag a brand new tax break that could save you thousands. I'm also going to reveal a critical warning about Roth conversions that could cost you big if you don't hear this by the end of the video, so stick around. First up, let's talk about why your Social Security check might shrink. The Social Security folks overpaid some Americans and now they want their money back. Yep, they're just going to start taking half of your monthly payment until they get every penny back. This sounds brutal, especially when so many people rely on these checks just to cover their basic living costs every month. But don't just sit there. You can actually do something about it. The absolute best move is to be proactive. If you want to make sure you're getting the right amount and avoid this whole mess, jump on the Social Security website right now. If you've set up your My Social Security account, you can see a snapshot of your benefits and what your check should be. They can even send you a confirmation. So if your check ever doesn't match that number, you know something's off immediately. Now, if you've already been overpaid and they're coming for your money, don't panic. You have options. First, you can simply pay it back. You can even use a credit card if it's not too much. But let's be real, for many, losing half their check is a nightmare. So you can ask the Social Security Administration for smaller payments. They have to get their money back by law, but they aren't trying to be evil. Sometimes they messed up the calculation, or maybe you forgot to tell them about an income change. Another powerful move, you can petition to waive the payment altogether if you absolutely cannot afford it. Or you can ask for a reconsideration. This means you're saying, hey, I don't think I was actually overpaid. Or look, even if I was, it wasn't my fault. The key here is to act fast. Don't wait around hoping it'll disappear because it won't. Use every tool available to you to sort this out. On a related note, a lot of you wonder about selling your house and how that affects your benefits. So, if you sold your home last year and had to pay capital gains tax on it, that's just money you made from selling an asset. Will that income boost affect your Social Security check? Good news. No, the Social Security folks do not consider capital gains as part of your earned income for benefit calculations. So, you're completely off the hook there. But wait, there's a little twist. While capital gains don't mess with your Social Security check amount, any big jump in your overall income, what they call your provisional income, can make more of your Social Security benefits subject to income tax. What exactly is this provisional income? It's your adjusted income plus any interest from those special tax-free bonds, plus half of your Social Security benefits. Knowing this number helps you figure out how much of your Social Security will actually be taxed. Keep that in mind because it ties into our next big topic. All right, shifting gears to some seriously good news for seniors. There's a new tax break in town, an additional tax write-off of up to $6,000 for anyone age 65 and older. This isn't just for people already getting Social Security. It's age-based. So if you're 65 or older, you could qualify. It's a deduction, meaning it reduces your taxable income, not an outright exclusion, and it's not refundable, so it won't get you a refund if it drops your taxable income below zero. This sweet deal is available whether you list out all your write-offs or just take the basic standard deduction, but you do need a valid Social Security number. Here's the catch, though. It's temporary. It's set to expire in 2028, so you've got a few years to take advantage. Plus, it starts to disappear for joint filers once their modified income hits $150,000. So what does this awesome deduction actually do? Well, it doesn't completely eliminate taxes on your Social Security benefits. It makes a huge difference. According to the White House, this change will boost the number of beneficiaries who pay absolutely no tax on their benefits from about half of all recipients to almost 90%. That's a massive win for seniors. Now, for that important warning I promised you at the start, especially if you're thinking about moving money into a Roth account. This new senior deduction creates what some tax gurus are calling a tax cliff for Roth conversions. Listen up, because this could save you a financial headache. For a married couple, both age 65, this deduction means 12,000 bucks in tax write-offs. On paper, that could look like a tax savings of about 2,600 bucks. Sounds great, right? But here's the trap. This $12,000 deduction gets completely wiped out if your modified income climbs between 150,000 bucks and 250,000 bucks. Imagine this. A married couple, age 65, decides to move 100,000 bucks into a Roth account. This Roth conversion could push their modified income up to 250,000 bucks. The result? Not only could it trigger a 22% income tax on that conversion, but it would also completely wipe out their $12,000 senior deduction. What looked like a beneficial move could suddenly turn into a costly mistake. The golden rule here, the absolute best tax planning tip, is to model out all your Roth conversions before you make them. Figure out if it's smarter to convert your money before you hit age 65 or after. This new tax law, keeping tax rates relatively low, actually makes Roth conversions more enticing for some people right now, so you just need to be smart about when you do it. Finally, let's connect this amazing new senior deduction to something else that hits your wallet every month, your Medicare premiums. This is a very sharp question because your Medicare premiums are directly tied to your adjusted income. So, if you can snag this $6,000 deduction, it will lower your adjusted income. And when your adjusted income goes down, it may very well impact what you pay in your monthly Medicare bill. Medicare premiums work on a sliding scale, with the higher income folks paying more. For single filers, the scale usually starts around 106,000 bucks in adjusted income. So, if this deduction pushes your income below one of those thresholds, you could see your premiums drop. But there's a catch with Medicare. There's a 2-year delay. So, for example, for your 2025 Medicare premiums, they'll be looking at your income from way back in 2023. Just something to keep in mind. Also, a quick heads up, the Medicare Part B premium was estimated to jump by about 11% to over 200 bucks for 2022. So, there you have it. Major changes to Social Security checks coming in July, how to protect yourself, a brand new tax break for seniors, and that critical Roth conversion warning. Don't get caught off guard. Be proactive, be informed, and make sure you model out those financial moves. If you found this information helpful, smash that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel for more straight talk about your money, and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future videos. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.